Hello and welcome along. This is a live stream on... Oh, I forgot where I am. Lossberg. Hello, George Green. Welcome along. Hello, Farmer Jeff Photography. Welcome along. So we're going to do lots and lots of various jobs around the farm here, and just really see what we can do, see where we can go. I think we're going to do some work with the pigs. And I think we're going to harvest a canola field as well. But we'll start with the pigs and get them going. So if we have a look at our setup. Okay, we need some straw for them, and we need everything else as well. And we need water for both, actually. Both our sheep and our pigs. So the first thing we'll go and do is we will get our 7840 here. Hello, Bruce. Welcome along to the stream. And we will head over to the shop. Yeah, so our focus very much early on is going to be the animals. Hello, Josh. Josh, welcome along. So we'll head over to the head over to the shop because we need a water trailer, and get that loaded up and get that filled. And once we've done that, one thing that will probably happen fairly quickly is you'll notice my driving is not excellent. It's partly because I'm using a keyboard and mouse. And, yeah, working on getting a steering wheel. Now, for those of you who haven't seen one of my streams before, or one of my videos before, this is my favourite tractor. And it's specifically the Ford version of this is my favourite tractor. This is a 7840. Hello, George. Yeah, this is the Ford 7840 is my favourite tractor, and it's mainly because I've driven one of these. It was pretty much the last tractor I've driven is one of these, so that is why I have a real love for them. Where are we? Animals, there we go. We want the Equitrans is not too expensive, so we will buy that. I have a sinking feeling we now have two of those. Okay. So, I have forgotten I've already bought one of these and have it sitting up by the pigs. I will be streaming for roughly 2 hours. So, at the moment I'm planning on going till 9:30. And I will see see how we go from there. I am just going to sell this pointless trailer we just bought. And I'm sorry that my scatterbrainedness has meant that I'm already buying and selling stuff like this. Yeah. That is probably not the most auspicious start to the game. Oh wow, Bruce, I am a little bit jealous that you have one of those. It's very much, yeah. The thing is, if I go in cab like this is about as dead on as any model I've seen. I mean, this just brings back memories of sitting in a cab like this, driving one of these. Hi, Alfredo. Welcome along. The only tractor I have, George, is a little John Deere lawnmower tractor at the moment. I'm fortunate enough to have a lawn big enough to have to cut with one. I'm not even sure I am going the right way now. This should lead me to the cows. Sorry. Yes, to the cow areas where I think I have my water trailer. Well, I used to, about 15 years ago, I used to cart corn for my dad. So, and I drove one of these for the entirety of the harvest. Right, where are we? We are... Ah, yeah, we're heading for the right place. Hey, Gamma, welcome along. I think what I will do... Hold on a minute, if you don't mind, as I don't have anyone. Yeah. I'm going to give you one of those. Right. So in here... Oh. Ah. Catches me out because I expect both doors to move at once. Right, so there's our stuff. Hello, Chris. Welcome along. Wow, this is already the most packed stream I've ever had. Hello, NI Gaming. Welcome along. I think I have, George. Absolutely. Oh, a little bit of a pause there. Right, let's see if we can find some water. I know where there's some. So we will head this way. And I think there's some water back near the yard, if I remember correctly. Oh, sorry, my voice isn't great. I'm getting over it. I'm trying to get over a cold at the moment. Everybody seems to have one. So I'm, yeah. So I am, like everybody else, trying to get rid of it. But it does tend to cause issues. Where is some water? I meant to take mental note of where I saw some. I think if we go through the yard and out this way, there's some down here somewhere. Did I see some down there? No, it's not down there. It's not down there. Oh, it starts in your throat, and it moved to my nose yesterday, I think. And I'm desperately trying not to sniff. Here we go. Here's some water. Ooh. So, George, today on the farm, we are going to be sorting our animals out first. So, both our sheep and our pigs need water. Then our pigs need feeding, as they've got nothing at the moment. And then... excuse me. If you saw, well, on my episode on Thursday, I harvested some wheat and created some straw bales, but none of them are currently stacked or collected or anything. So we're going to get the auto stacker, stack them up, and then we're going to give the pigs some straw as well. And that will probably keep us going for a... Whoa! He came out of nowhere. Or maybe I should have looked. Oh, that's very nice of her, Gamma. That's awesome. So, yeah. Oh. Oh, where are our pigs? Let's have a look. Not showing on that map. Oh. There we go. So our pigs, if I turn everything back on, are over by the biogas plant. Right round on this road. So, are we blocking someone? We were blocking someone a bit. So I'll head over to our pigs over this way. And with any luck, we'll get them watered fairly quickly. I really want to get the sheep producing some wool, because they do bring in money quite quickly. Yes, this is the same map as Rainbow Day streamed. It is Lossberg. I am I was in the team speak with Landy and Rainbow Dave and a couple others when it was first released. And yes, we were all like kids in the candy store when we saw it. To the point where I actually had old streams lined up to be my videos for most of this week. And I delayed them. Oh, have we driven? We've driven past the pigs because I'm concentrating on talking. Yes. So I delayed old streams videos until the weekend, until tomorrow, because I wanted to get into this map. So yeah. It also might cause a little bit of weirdness in those videos, because I don't know how much I mentioned about continuing to do Goldcrest and things. I know the third one I managed to edit a couple of bits out, but the first two, very likely to have some weird references in them. Okay, our pigs are in this building here, so where do we give them their water? I'm guessing it's this tank here. Let's see. Right, we'll come out of in-cab for a minute. Right, will that unload? I think it will. Yep, there we go. Wow, so they took not an awful lot. I am thinking about getting a wheel, and it's really a case of saving up the money. They're a fair amount. I'm looking for one at a decent price. I am considering getting. Right, our sheep are up this way. I am considering getting a G920 is the one I'm after. I just want to get it for the right price, because I would also like to get the farming simulator panel, and I think it's something like nearly £300 to do that combination. So it is quite a while I need to save up for, I think. Okay, I think we want this road here. Wait for the car to pass. Oh, this little Ford is struggling up here. There is only one thing I don't understand about this Ford mod. If you look at the front, the badge is a little bit weird. I don't quite understand why it's not either the New Hollandy type badge, which I know that these had at one point, or an actual Ford badge like we have on the middle of the steering wheel. It's just a little bit of a weird, combination, or a weird old logo that it's got. How are we doing? We want the next right. So it's the only thing I think in general I might give this a reskin. There are a couple of bits and pieces that I would quite like to change on it. But mostly it's just fantastic. I mean, it's based on the original Giants mod anyway, or Giants tractor anyway. It's not really a mod if it's already in game. But it's just a couple of little tweaks. Right, there we go. Now where do our sheep get their water there? Ow! Yeah, that's not going to be nice. Right, oh, no, it's not taking... Why is that not taking that as... We may have to pull up one of the development bits here, I think. Because that doesn't seem to be wanting to take... Ah, there we go. There we are. So, our sheep now should have everything they need. Where are we? Here we go. So, our sheep are in great position. We need to feed and straw our pigs. So, we will take this back to the main yard, I think. Because we're going to need our trailer. I don't think I bought a trailer specifically for doing feeding. We're not going to need much feed at all for the pigs. It's just going to be lots of going back and forth, unfortunately. Oh, thank you, NI. I unfortunately didn't have enough time to set up the sub alert that Dave had in his. I might try and set it up before tomorrow night. Though I will be live tomorrow night about the same time, so about 7:30. I'm looking to stream tomorrow night and Sunday night as well as tonight. Partly because I knew as Landy wasn't in Canada, he wouldn't be streaming at this time, so I knew I wouldn't be trying to compete with him at the time, and I thought it was a good opportunity. So don't want to deprive anybody of their farm sim Saturday night or Friday. Sorry, weekend watching. So, yeah. There we go. Now I'm hoping... it is under here. Good. Right, we need to feed them pretty much everything. So... What do they need? Wheat. Wheat or barley. Canola, sunflowers or soybeans. And corn. Okay, we'll take the corn first then. There we go. There we are. Hey Eddie, welcome along. Yes, thank you all for joining me tonight. This is really nice. I've had a couple of streams where it's just either been me on my own for most of it, or one or two people in it. So yeah, it's really nice to have a few people in here. And that's enough of that. Right, so yeah, so this shouldn't be too many back and forth to the pigs. The thing I've got to remember is the way to the pigs. I kind of hope I'm not going the long way around. No, they are just awkward. There might be a quicker route. I'm not sure how much quicker. Might be wise to get the Vulture on top of this. Sorry, on the front of this. It's while I have seen, while I have driven 7840 with this sort of size trailer, I've It's sort of struggling up the hills a little bit. I'm not 100% sure I've turned my radio off if I start using the four-wheel drive, so I might have to check that in the settings in a minute. Right, and this way. The other beauty of having a steering wheel is I might actually start indicating when I turn out. Welcome back, Farmer Jeff. Yeah, here we go. Hi, Darren. I would request that you don't advertise your channel in my stream, please. I don't mind sort of talking in general terms about that kind of thing, but yeah. I would prefer you didn't. Right, what goes here? Now, is that where we put our... Okay, that is just storage. One of these... Ah, here we are. There we go. That's what we're looking for. I don't have a Discord. I've only, in all fairness, I've only recently been introduced to it. So I'm still sort of checking it out and having a look. I might set one up, especially if enough people, you know, request it. There we go. I'm not quite sure how much they took because I didn't look at the percentage before I tipped that. Hello, Jessies. Ah. Yeah, I am taking everything out. Right, where does that road go? That road might be a quicker route back to the farm. Hello, Ryan. Ooh, there we go. Oh, no, I've pressed the wrong button. I'm trying to press 9, not P. Hey Dave, welcome along. Oh, I know what I'm going to give you. Hang on. You can have one of those. There we go. Right, where were we? Apart from my awful driving. I think we want to turn up here. Yep. We want to turn up here. This is the pigs are really pain in the butt to get to. There's no direct road. And I'm not quite ready for the cows yet. I think I already said hi to you, Ryan. If I didn't, hello. I'm fairly sure I did. Right. Where are we? There we go. Alright, we'll tip this and then we'll reverse up a little bit and we will get whichever we have more of, either wheat or barley. Next, so we have 13 wheat. Okay, we have more wheat, so we'll grab that. Yeah, courseplay is, when I was playing 15, oh my god. Courseplay, one of my all-time most useful mods. Sorry, not my mods, but a mod that I used pretty much more than any other. Although it did, there were some English maps that didn't quite work so well on, and I miss it. I do miss it. I'm getting on all right without it, and I haven't got the beta to work in my maps yet, in my games yet. So I'm all right without it at the moment. If I get onto Chellington and you see a stream that I do on Chellington, when I do Field 15 on that, I don't use courseplay because I run 2 tractors and 2 combines. And that is absolute madness. It's I run all over the place. Right, I think we'll go this way. Oh, I had fish and chips. Yeah, I was munching away to fish and chips during the end of your stream, Dave. Now I have a nice big glass of Coke to try and make sure that my throat doesn't close up while I'm doing this. Ooh. There we go. Right. It is very possible. It is very possible to make this trailer look really, really ugly. I'm trying to remember which. I think it was when I was doing Goldcrest that I went and I think I made it green and yellow, but it was sort of a really sort of sickly yellow and a bright green, and it was I had to change it very quickly. Oh boy. Yeah, I really like how much effort's being put into courseplay. I don't wish to badmouth it because it is an awesome mod, and I've seen how much work they're putting into getting it ready. The issue I have at the moment is I put it into my game and I couldn't bring it up. I don't know if it's because I had a mod in or whatever that, you know, there was something in my test map that I put it on. But yeah, I just couldn't bring it up. So I'm going to make sure that I basically have a complete vanilla game and bring only courseplay in as a mod and seeing if I can get it working. Because if that's the case, then I have a mod conflict that I need to sort. But yeah, I haven't managed to get it working yet. But it will be awesome when I do. Okay, we are right. So one more load of carting to do, and that will then be our pigs fed, and then everybody gets to see my straw bale stacking skills. There we go. Right, one more. So what do we have? I think of the rest we have about the same amount. So we want either canola, sunflowers or soybeans. We have more sunflowers than anything else, so we'll take those. And that will be our last one. We of course don't, unfortunately we don't have any root. I'm looking backwards. We don't have any root crop at the moment. So we can feed our pigs most of what they need. But unfortunately not that. I do like to try and get into the sugar beet quite quickly. But at the moment, I don't know how quickly. We don't own many fields is the big problem. And we do have a fairly large overhead. I think it costs... My vehicle running costs on here, I think, are about 4,000 euros a night. And that's before I take into account the all the hired forestry stuff that I added into the game for today's video. it's yeah, the cost is going to be quite high daily. So we need to make a fair amount of money each game day to keep afloat. And it's just keeping going, really. But if I can get 2 pigs a day born, that will cover our vehicle running costs. And then just need to get some other jobs done as well. The forestry stuff, in all honesty, should pretty much pay for itself. The aim each forestry video is to make enough money to at least cover the forestry amount, or the forestry costs for renting everything. So, right, there we go. Oh, excuse me. Right, let's have a look at our animals. So we are just onto the straw and the the straw and the potatoes and sugar beets, if we could get any of them. So we'll get back with our trailer. Hello, Mods for Gods. Welcome along. So we will get our trailer emptied, and we will go and we'll put the Vultra probably on the front of our bale trailer, and get up to our bale stacking with this and that. Yeah, and then we should be able to give our pigs some. Whee, that went flying. Should be able to give our pigs some bedding. Yeah. Keyboard steering leads to some very sharp turning. It's also the thing that I am not the greatest of drivers on this map. Oh, sorry, in this game. This is my first. No, this is. I've been streaming since since 17 came out. I have been streaming at some odd times. Is the only thing. The weekends previously, I've been streaming sort of between 8 and 10 a.m. On the Saturday and Sunday, and I've done some sort of 4 p.m. streams. This is the first time I've streamed at this sort of time. I just thought, I quite want to. I quite like having a stream, and I get a lot done in videos, but I like the idea of really exploring a map and really getting into the game, and doing streams as well helps to do that. So yeah, and I tend to stream my primary map each time. So right, so we need the bale spike and we need the drum. This is the most active stream I've ever had, I should point out. And I wish to thank you all for coming along. What, tomorrow morning? This weekend I quite like. I'm doing evening streams this weekend. I will see what happens next weekend. It partly depends if who's about and who else is streaming, because I don't like. While I understand that that shouldn't necessarily stop me. I quite like to have my own little bit. Thank you very much, Darren. That's awesome. I would also say, you know, guys, if you're liking this, please give it a thumbs up. Please give it a like. Yeah, it'll help me along. Right, where is my bale trailer? That is a very good question. I think it is in... Oh no, we're not... actually, before we do that, we do need a bale trailer. I don't know where my bale trailer is. Oh yes, I do. We've just driven past it. So what we'll do is we will put the auto stacker on here. Thank you very much, George. Oh, Oh, this is an odd angle, this stacker. Right, we're going to go out the other door because I'll actually get it round the corner. Yes. How did I get that in there? Right, the bale trailer. So what we'll do is something a little bit unorthodox because we need the bale trailer as well. So we'll drop that off, lift this up and put our weight on the front. And that will free up the back to grab the bale trailer. Yeah, I'm not sure how many people are... Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much. Right. Okay. We'll get the Vulture to follow this. You guys are making me smile. Thank you. Right. Okay. So now, this bale trailer is very long. We are going to have to stop this crashing into this quite quickly. There we go. Right. See if Follow Me behaves itself while we get our convoy going. We'll get this up to our field. So this is a field I harvested on Thursday's video. Did a load of wheat on here. Partly because I knew I needed to sort the pigs out, so I wanted to get this done. I don't know if this bale spike is going to handle a stack of 3 bales very well. I know there was a new bale spike mod that came out today, and I think I might have another one. I think I might have another one from Black Sheep as well. So we'll have a look and see what we can do. Right, so we'll just park this here for now. And get our bale stacker. Right, Control F. Right, I have not used this before. So this is something new for me. We have the right thing selected. Operating position there, that's what I'm after. Now, as I recall, I think I saw somebody else using this, and it's a little bit finicky. What I really need is a bale bumper on the front of this. Oh. Do I have to turn it on? No, but I do have to get really accurate with it then. Really? Yeah, I have to be really, really accurate with this. Because, yeah, if they come in at any angle at all... Yeah, I'm not sure I like this bale stacker either, Josh. Sorry. Does require... it requires more accuracy than I'm capable of at the moment. Right. If I can get... Oh, come on. We may abandon this in short order. Because that is not overly realistic. There we go. Right, so we'll take these over towards our trailer. Yeah, I think we'll do this field with this stacker and then we might sell it. Y. There we go. Oh. And unload bales here. And pull away. There we go. Close the back up. Right. So we need to be very straight and very close. Both of which mean this is not going to be a quick job. Well, that was better. Okay, that worked. Okay, let's try it in cab then. The trouble is, I'm not going to be able to see when the bale really fouls up. Oh, I thank you, NI. I think that you might be right. I think that is actually easier. Oh, as long as I don't crash into the bales. Ah, it's not. Yeah, this is horrible. Because if you approach it anything less than dead straight, it has issues. I think we've only got 2 more stacks to do. We don't have a lot on this, so we will use it for the rest of the field. But I think, yeah, I think it will be going. It was a nice idea, but I have black sheep modding's Balestacker as well. So if I want to replace it, I just replace it with that. I just seen your comment, Gamma. Yes, it's very close to making me say bad words too. Right. Okay. Yeah, I do. There is. I do have Black Sheep's Balestacker in here that actually goes with the Baler that I've got in this map. Oh, this is not going to be fun. Where's that? Okay. No, I moved it out of the way. So I might have a look at that, but we're not. Oh, come on. Yeah. I'm sorry. This is painful. Why is it so far out? Try that. There we go. That got it. Okay, that time it wasn't so easy in cab. There we go. Got that one though. Right, one more stack and then we'll get rid of this. That's the other thing, you had to drive out of it dead straight, because I bet those just topple over if you don't. I very much like Dave Rainbow. Yes, I like Rainbow Dave very much. He's a good bloke and has helped me a lot in the last couple of weeks. So yes. I really, really like Dave. Okay. Oh, and right. Last bale, and then we can celebrate getting rid of this stacker. Although I think I actually, at the end of this, I actually have it working. Thank you very much, Philip. I really appreciate that. And Gamma, that is a very good point. How could anybody not like Dave? Right, okay, we can put this into a position now that we can then go and get rid of it in a minute. And I thank him very much for that, Josh. Please tell me if I'm saying your name wrong, because I'm... yes, I'm very, very thankful for that. Because one of the issues I've had recently is that YouTube just seems to not want to promote my stuff at all. So... it's given me a much needed boost at a time when I needed it most. Cool. Thank you very much for confirming that. Right, I want to put the Vulture on the front. I've never really seen, or I've never seen a Vulture up close, and I've never really encountered them before this game, despite the fact that my brother works for a Fendt Vulture and Massey dealership. So, but I don't know if they're as good in real life, but I'm certainly liking them in the game. Oh, thank you very much, Philip. That is hugely appreciated. Right. There we are. Okay. Now, this will either work or it won't. Oh, this is not going to work. This bale spike is too small for this job. Okay, right, yeah, because this is going to be a pile of bales all over the place. Thank you very much, Ryan. I really appreciate that. Oh, no, that is the wrong end to drop. Right, so we are going to drop that off the front. There we go. And just have a look in the shop. And hopefully, I've turned them on in here. I haven't. However do you load those with that bale spike? Let me guess. They are... what is what I'm looking for? There they are. Telehandlers. Ah, okay. Oh, I may have done all that... I may have done all of that stacking for no reason now, because I haven't got the stream will be going on for at least another hour and 10 minutes, I think. I'm certainly going to go till 9:30. I might go to 10 o'clock. So we'll see how we're doing. We'll see how much we get done, and we see how much of a hash I make of things. At least this is the furthest pile of bales. Yeah, this is absolutely the wrong piece of equipment to be doing this with. fully acknowledge that before I make the mess. I stream from the UK, Josh. Oh, thank you very much, Ni. That is massively appreciated. Okay, I'm going to try and get this more in the middle. Oh, thank you, Philip. That's really nice and really kind. It's one of those things. I do try and make my gameplay as realistic as possible within the confines of the game. I wouldn't go as far as saying, well, I like to try and have a bit of realism to it. I think it makes it... Farm Sim can be a very easy game to play sometimes, and and succeed in. And I find if I try and do a little bit of realism to it, he says using completely the wrong tool, then it makes it a bit more fun. So, and I try and apply the experience that I've had doing farming to do that. So, okay. Oh. And I've just said all that, and I've loaded those bales in completely the wrong place. Because the weight distribution on the trailer is going to be all wrong. We'll put these two stacks where they should be. But I've just weighed the trailer hitch down massively. That'd lift that Vultra off the floor. I wouldn't go that far. I would say that I'm doing real farming in a virtual world. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to do that. Oh! That's what I get for laughing. Okay. So, we'll put this down. Yeah. Oh, there we go. We're going to have to restack this. That's not bad. 3 out of 4 stacks. Only really mucked up the last one. No, I'm not going to get the Bale the Bale stacker out again. We will just restack these the old-fashioned way. Of course, I have taken a little bit of a risk that I definitely wouldn't take if I was stacking round bales. Oh, no. Oh, it's because I'm at an angle. I haven't strapped any of my bales onto the trailer. I told Landy Kid the other day that I stack all my bales by using the mouse and keyboard, and that and I've done that for ages, and yeah, I could see that he was going, how do you do that? It's I kind of set myself a challenge early on. I think Nutston Farm, I had something like 30 odd round bales to stack on a trailer with FS15's with FS15's physics, and I managed to do it. And it was kind of a little bit of a trial by fire. These are okay, and there we go. That is not the tidiest bit of stacking, but let's strap it on while we can. What I love about this Joskin trailer, lots of straps. They're more often than they are on the standard ones, or on the earlier counterparts of these as well. Right, those are all nicely strapped on. So we will go up to the cow yard with these. There's a certain amount of accuracy you can get with the mouse and keyboard on the stacking, especially with practice at it. Right, so we're going to leave the bale stacker here for now, because we will get rid of that in a minute. So follow me. We want it at 20. Right, so we're going to take these up to the cow sheds. Hello, Mark. Welcome along. So we're going to take these up to the cow sheds. And from there, we do have a straw blower. So we're going to load that up. Oh, thank you, Philip. Thank you very much. So we're doing... yeah, so we will... I think we'll take half of these here. Oh, right. How are we going to unload these? Well, we'll stop the follow me first. Okay. So I think we want half of these up here ready for our cows later. I wonder if that's an area we can store these in. Oh, thank you very much, Mark. That's awesome. We really want to put these under cover. I think we might be able to put some of these bales under here. So we will take the Vulture up here and put it in a position we can unload. In real life, Bruce, or in virtually? Right, we want to unload these ones because these are the most unstable ones. Oh, I tried to pick that up then. Run back. Oh, don't want to get that out. In real life, yes, I play cricket. I very much enjoy my cricket. When I can. I've unfortunately the last couple of summers I've not got to play as much as I'd like, mainly because of the arrival of the two little ones who take up an awful lot of my time. Whoa! Ooh, I turned too quickly. Your timing, George, is impeccable. I wish. I think it's a barn door that opens. I kind of wish I played a little more rugby. I played it at school when I was a lot younger. I did have on. I'm just trying to think. On Goldcrest, I did have a more traditional flatbed trailer. Also by Black Sheep. The beauty of this trailer is the extra straps. That's the word I'm looking for. The extra straps. So I found, so while it's less important on here, I found that when I'm using it on old streams with the round bales, I'm able to get a few more. See you in a minute, Gamma. I'm able to load the bales more easily because I can strap the bales more evenly. Right, let's not push this too far back. I think for tomorrow's stream, doing the turning with this, it doesn't like it. It really doesn't. Right. This is probably going to block this door. I'm fairly sure this must be a barn. There we go. Hoping it's not an important one, because we are blocking it now. My upload speed is not doing too bad. I did a test before I started, because I always do a speed test before I start streaming to check that my connection is up to it. I do unfortunately take a quality hit when I'm streaming, because I can't, as much as I would love to stream in 720, I can't. The stream would not be stable. 480, it seems to be handling all right, and fingers crossed, it's gonna keep going. Whoa. There is a little bit of a delay I can see in the stream at the moment. I think it's about, there's about a 5-6 second delay in the stream. Yes, you can. If you're giving me lots of promotion stuff, let me know your channel name. I will drop me a message or something, and I'll give you a shout out. Although I shouldn't say shout out, because Right, we want to take this down the other end. We need both this and this tractor and... Oh, damn. Excuse my language. Right. No. I'll press the right button in a moment. There we go. Right, drop that off, put that on the front again, and we'll go and get our bale shredder, because we're going to need that down at the pigs. There we go. And our bale shredder should be sitting in this shed here. There it is. Cool. Thank you, Philip. I will take a look at that. Right, okay, so we're going to put the follow me on, and hopefully that won't cause a problem. There we go. Yep, that's holding okay. Wow, those... Oh, wow. I think I can take all those tyres out. God, that would make a mess. Oh, please tell me that New Holland hasn't. No, it hasn't. Good. There we go. I think this is the right route if I remember correctly. Yes, yeah, this takes us... Whoa! Put the map away. That's fine. Ah. Oh. Now this is the thing about the weight. So we have... The weight is all over the place on this. So I'm going to add... I love this weight. Just to show this because... Okay. We've got accidents happening behind us. So I'm going to... There we go. That should sort out the steering. And then we just got to sort out our Ford that seems to have crashed into every car it could. Yeah, come on. I'll reverse you up. Had an interesting thing on on my video that came out that I did for today. Basically, yeah, you're gonna get stuck there. That's fine. I had a traffic jam not caused by me. So there was another car on the map that just stopped. And as a result, it blocked everything else, including me getting into the logging area. Which was very, very annoying. Had to go through a field and then down a embankment to drop my logs off. Okay, there we go. Right, now where are we going to store? Do we have a shed here that we can store? Oh yeah, we have that shed there. So we'll put those in there. Park this in a position where it's easy to get at. Right, turn that off. Jump out. Now I'm not sure this shredder will work on the back of the Ford. It is quite a big one. I haven't used it yet. So we'll just park that there. Right, so most of these we want to put in the shed. Oh, we want to drop that off first. And switch it around. Ah, there you. Welcome back, Finn. Thank you. Oh, come on. No, that's not working. I've not got onto that straight enough. Also, I have all the lights on. There we go. Right, let's unload these. And once we've got those done, we might start looking at a harvest. As soon as we've got the... how are we for time? Yeah, I think we might look at a harvest. We do have a field of canola. There we are. Right, so... no sudden turns. Or movements of any kind. Actually, why are there markings around this? What is that going to do? I might store these somewhere else, actually. Because that's an unloading marking, so I'm not quite sure why there's an unloading marking there. Do we have... oh, I think we have a shed over here as well. So we'll use this one. Yeah, that's a good enough shed to put our bales in. So we'll use this and plonk it in here. Oh, that's clipping the doorway. Let's not do that. Zoom in. And there we go. Thank you, Finn. I don't know when I'm buying a new Balestacker. Probably when I get when I do some more bales. We should be all right for a little while, but the cows will take a lot when we eventually get those. So we shall see. There we go. The interaction and the one of the things that I said about FS17 when it first came out was how much I loved the little touches. How many little improvements that had been made to the game. Oh, it's over 15. And this map takes that and takes it to a whole nother level. It just... yeah, I am using keyboard and mouse. This is this is keyboard and mouse bale stacking at its finest. That's better. I have farmed. I enjoyed farming. The biggest issue with farming these days, and this was true when I last worked on a farm nearly 20 years ago, is there's not a lot of money in it. And also, I'm I'm also reminded that the best time I had on the farm, when I was working on the farm, was the harvest. The harvest was absolutely brilliant. When I stopped working on the farm was when the potato harvest came around, and I was in the potato shed from 6:30 in the morning till 7:30 at night at this time of year, so you can guess what the temperatures were like. Yeah, that was cold, and yeah, not overly fun most of the time. It's very worth it, and I don't wish to put you off, Finn. I had a ball when I was doing it, and I was lucky enough to be the son of a farmer, so I was, you know, lucky enough to grow up on a farm and have all of that, and I do miss it. You know, it's something that I would that I really wish was part of my life, but you know, it's a hole that's currently being filled by Farm Sim quite well, actually. It's one of the reasons why I really like this game. Harvest, I just enjoy doing that in this game so much. Ooh, I've missed. Ah, right. So, I think it must be here? Can't be here, surely. Let's have a look. It's not there. Here is where we did... Oh no, that would do it. No, straw is not accepted here. Okay. And I doubt it's accepted here. No. I think it's around the other side. Yeah, combining is so much fun. I mean, that was similar sort of hours to what I was doing on the potatoes, but that was just, well, there was a lot of inner tractor listening to a radio waiting for a combine to fill up. There we go. That's putting a load of straw in. There we go. I'm not sure that's feeding the animals for 6 days, but it certainly will generate us some muck for doing some muck spreading at some point. Hello Jason, welcome along. Right, I think we will park this. Might as well park this down here for now. We'll see if we can squeeze it into that shed, because we don't have our cows yet, so no point in taking that quite back to the cow shed yet. There we go. And we'll just close this up. Because we're not going to be down here for a little while. Ah, I can understand that. Do we need our flatbed? Yes, we'll take our flatbed back with us to the farm. So for carting, I think we're going to use our Fent 700. Oh. I will line these up properly in a minute and actually make sure that I don't drop my front weight so that I get the trailer instead. Now, will this get round this? Ooh, just about. A little bit of clipping on the tow hitch, but otherwise okay. Oh, throat getting a bit raw. Yeah. There we go. Oh, who we got? So that is being manned by... Imogen is driving our other tractor. I do. I like to name the hired helps. Right, quickest way back to our main farm is going to be up the hill past the cows. Oh! Cars come at a hell of a rate. They really do. The traffic AI is better in 17, but it's still a bit ridiculous at times. Yeah, I'm actually slightly amazed, Josh, that nobody's done that reskin. Because I saw that leading up to the release of 17, and I thought somebody's going to reskin the 1050. But then, actually thinking about it, the 1050 isn't in the game. There were 1050s that mods that people did for 15, but yeah. Oh, speeding in a tractor. I remember when that used to be impossible. Right, there we go. We're back into our yard. Right, now we want to stop the Ford, because otherwise it will try and help us reverse this trailer, and we don't want that. Is that a convert from 15? Because there were several not overly great 1050s in 15. Am I a robot? No. It's a little bit of a funny question, I have to be honest. No, I am not a robot. I might sound like one because I have a cold, but yeah. Right. There we go. Right, we want to get the Ford in here first. And then... I'm kind of wondering that as well, Gamma. I'm not quite sure where he's going with that. Right, so we will put the Ford away as well. Oh, and if you see my driving... Oh, that's because I have the chat open, and there's a delay in the stream, so I'm seeing the questions before they're appearing on screen for you guys. Yeah, there's I should yes, I have the there's a good... Well, I'll put it this way, right, so at the moment I'm reversing up the Land Rover. On screen I can see with the delay that the Ford has just parked for you guys. So that's how much of a delay there is in the stream. Right, so yeah, we have my favourite vehicle out. We've got the Landy, and we're towing the header trailer with it. There we go. This Fendt, everybody seems to be using on this map. Which I understand, because it's an awesome combine. But, yeah. Oh, that's going to crash into the trailer. There we go. Right, and then we want the Fendt. Oh, we'll pick the Fendt up and the trailer on the way, I think. So we'll just grab it and go and hitch the trailer up. Okay, I'd normally like to take a look at the recommended mods on Mod Hoster. There are sometimes a dodgy one or two slips through. And normally if I do a review of a mod on Mod Hoster, it's a... now? Oh, really? Or maybe it's just mine that's behind. I don't know. Well, it's... right. There we go. This Land Rover is a convert from FS15, and it's a partly done one. Oh, we should really check where this field is. Let's have a look. It is field 26, I think. Yeah, 26 is ready to harvest. So, yeah, we want to go out of here. So, combine will follow us. I want to get the smaller one of these header trailers. Thank you, Finn. Thank you very much. I don't think I've ever been called Magic before. So, there we go. This will go a little bit faster than Combine one. Oh, thank you, Bruce. It's... yeah, I get something... it's... Those who found me tend to come back, I think. Basically because I had something ridiculous after FS17 released. Where 40% of all my views were people who had subscribed to me. Which kind of suggests that, you know, people who have subscribed tend to come back and watch things, you know, watch my stuff on a regular basis. But it just hasn't been... it's just not quite been getting out there to everybody else. Which, to say the least, is frustrating. So, yeah, thank you very much for very, very possible. Right, I'm going to pull onto this field that I don't own. But it's a great place for me to put the header trailer. We will jump into the combine. Fun fact, I've done that in real life. Jumped onto a combine while it's moving. Not while it's been moving at that speed, actually, to be honest. But definitely done it while it's been moving. I don't recommend it. Just to point out that. Yeah, don't try that at home. No, I didn't used to have more subs. I'm looking at my subs. Oh, I'm trying to look at my subs. I'm not sure where they are. Oh, they're at the top of the screen. 172. Wow. I have added a few tonight. No, this is the most subs I've ever had. My channel's been going since 16th of May this year was when I put my first video on. Oop. Connect that up. There we go. And I managed to get to 100 subs just before 17 was released. I think. Yeah, maybe a month before 17 was released. And then everything sort of died down with the release of 17, which was a bit strange. Right, so unfold our combine. Now, I absolutely like to do combining from inside the cab. Because this is what reminds me of my time on the farm more than anything else. And being able to realistically harvest in this game is just wonderful. Oh, yes, I know what you're talking about, Finn. About 3 days ago, I was getting emails saying people are subscribing to my channel and my sub count went down. So yes, it is very annoying, and when you only have about 150 subs, to suddenly to know people are subscribing to your channel and yet that bug is causing you to lose more subscribers than you're adding is massively annoying. More interestingly though, my view count my channel view count hasn't changed for 3 days. I suddenly lost 86 views 2 days ago, and I know I've had 3 of the best days ever since I started playing this map. I mean, the first look video has had over 200 views now, which for me is huge. And yet, my view count hasn't gone up on my channel at all. It's a really odd one. So I'm really hoping all those views don't suddenly disappear, because that will annoy me. I don't think it will, but yeah, I've seen that too. I've noticed that when I upload videos, it does it. Fortunately, I'm not uploading videos for a couple of days, so hopefully I'll keep some subscribers. Hey GT Farming, welcome along. Wow, 21. I thank you everybody who's in the stream. Thank you so much for coming and watching me this evening. This is by a factor of about 10 the most successful stream I've ever had. And it's you're all making me a very, very happy person right now. I'm yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. Okay, there we go. Right. There's some interesting things going on with people's. Well, maybe it's just that I'm because I'm not controlling my what I'm watching on my in my stream setup on YouTube. It's probably playing a long way behind live. what I going back to the other thing, what I would like is them to sort out the view count, because I don't know if it's going to affect videos after they exit that sort of first 48-hour period. And I just don't really trust the stats I'm seeing on YouTube at the moment, which isn't great. George, I thought you were asking me for a moment, George. Ah, dear. Oh, I will go and have a look at your channel, Finn, after this. I do have to admit, I do have a rule that the channels I subscribe to with Virtual Farmer do really have to have a lot of farm sim content on them, because I have had a couple of people ask if I'd subscribe to their channel, you know, you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you kind of thing, and I've gone to their channel and it's not really been the kind of content that I want to associate with this channel. So I've had a good day, GT, mainly thanks to Dave. Those of you with low numbers, you know, keep at it. Is the thing. It's well, I might have a look at your channel with my other account then, Finn. But I don't tend to publicise anything on that, so. Yeah, I had a... we on... This is our second. How much field do we have left? Okay, we have enough to do one more headland. It's interesting that they recoloured. I suppose it's the bit on the front isn't the... isn't a massy attachment, it's something else, so... But the rest of the combine is recoloured except for the canola header. Yeah, this is. I do keep my my channel separate from my main YouTube account. Partly because there's lots of other stuff I really like watching on YouTube, but it wouldn't be appropriate to put on, and that's not to say it's dodgy, but it wouldn't be appropriate for me to have on with FS. I don't know. To be honest, I'm playing as it goes at the moment. Up till now, I haven't really had enough people to do anything sort of like that. I completely and utterly understand what you're saying, Mark, and yes, at this point the stats are less meaningless than sort of just trying to grow and get going. I do have a little bit of an obsession with stats, but yeah, I understand. I try, and it is all about the content, which is what I was saying earlier. Those with low numbers, everything I've read, everything I've seen says stick at it, and it will come eventually. It's the only way you fail on YouTube, as far as I can tell, is if you stop doing stuff. And I freely admit, I set myself a very tough thing when I started doing this. I said I'm gonna make a video every day of the week. So, you know, which is a tough schedule to keep, and I've been close a couple of times. Right, that's now got shallow enough for me to do that. We are at 51%, so we're fine. So now we're going to go and cut into the field, or into the main body. Right, so at this point I set that, and we'll head in. Yeah, it's all fun at the moment, and I'm enjoying what I'm doing. So you know, that's the important thing, is to enjoy. If you don't enjoy doing this, it becomes a slog very quickly. Let's see how straight we are with that. That's not too bad. Have we got lights on? We have got lights on. There we go. I do like that they fixed the ground response mod. I was getting seasick when I first had that in. Now it's much more realistic. Exactly. Exactly, Mark. And if I'd been properly chasing numbers, I would have lost any kind of passion for this a while ago. I had a couple of months and things where there were very few people watching, and hell, when 17 first came out, you know, I did see a big drop. But that's fine. That happens. There are cycles. And I'm still enjoying doing it. And I'm especially enjoying doing it with 17, because 17 is awesome. I'm not sure I've really found anything I don't like about it yet. Oh dear. Careful, Finn, he has superpowers. Right, we are at 66%. Ooh, I think we might get this section finished before we have to unload. I just hope we don't have to unload midway through, cutting into the next section. That would not be good. Oh dear. Oh. Ooh. Now, if you heard that sound, that's me trying to fill up my drink before I hit the end of the row. It's not going to happen. That's alright. I'm on cruise control. Whoa. That maneuver then would have been an awful lot easier with a steering wheel. I have tried the game extension mod. I haven't found it overly useful. I need to explore it. In all fairness to it, I need to explore it a little more. The thing I downloaded it for didn't work. Didn't work in the way I expected to or wanted it to. So I have it, but I've taken it out at the moment. We are at 72%. That should be alright. So it's... it needs. I don't know what it needs, but it's not there for the functionality. Isn't there for me at the moment on it. But as I said, if I look into it a little bit deeper, it might there might be something there for me. But I'm not sure how straight that was. Not too bad. Right, we will put a hired worker on this and probably teleport over to the tractor because it'll be quicker. But you might now get to see everything I have in game. Right, let's see. Yeah, there's all my other stuff. Oh, we'll drop out here and jump into the tractor. There we go. There we are. That should turn round and hopefully have enough space for us to unload. You know what, Ryan? I watched Dave on my Android phone. I was watching Dave on my Android phone tonight while I was at work this afternoon. Whoa! What are you doing? Guy, you can't hire the help. They're awful. Right. Well, you can't get the help. Right, there we go. Now you go down there like that. It is now 9:10. I'm quite enjoying this. So at the moment I'm going till 9:30. I may go till 10. I think. Save me, Dave's going to find my house. I can't control Dave. Especially as he's the other side of the Irish Sea from me. So... Our combine thinks it's finished. Which, of course, not quite true. There we are. But we've got our last strip here. And we'll go down here. Like so. Yeah, as I said earlier in the stream, I really have my eye on a G920. I've seen some for around about the right price. It's just really getting the money together, especially in the run up to Christmas. But then I am doing one of my other things next weekend that I do to get a little bit of money in, which is selling some toys at a toy fair. Oh wow, we'll get the whole thing in here. And so hopefully I will get enough money from that. That was messy. To maybe get the steering wheel. Yeah, I think there must be some scripts or something like that in this map, because it was appearing on Xbox initially, and now doesn't seem to be anymore. From what I hear. Oh, that's all right. I missed you. I missed your arrival, Cornish. I'm so sorry. So, well, thank you for coming along, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. I'm not used to the chat moving this fast. There we go. So this will finish it off. Okay, so I'm going to put it out to you guys. What should we do next? We have a couple of fields. We need to... I think we need to... We're either going to need to plough or cultivate. So there's that. Or... Ooh, let's get that out. I don't know. Plough or cultivate? I'm not sure what other jobs we have got to do beyond that, actually. What have we got? So 26 is harvested. Right, there we go. Everything needs ploughing. So we need to do some ploughing, including our grass field. I don't want to plough that up yet. Thank you, George. Thank you very much. I think I've just asked you guys what should we do, and it looks like the only thing we have to do is go ploughing, which is marginally disappointing. Not that I don't enjoy ploughing. Well, now I tell a lie. We could go and do a mission. So if there's particularly something that you'd like to see me do, we can go and find a mission to do it. Thank you, Gamma. I got that across from 15 as quickly as I could. It does still have a couple of bugs. I want to get the mirrors don't work on it at the moment. They do throw up an error, and the tires don't have the deformation yet. But I kind of want to go back to the original Dakar mod and see if I can make it so that the whole thing is customizable. Now that I know how to convert this, now that I converted this one. Right, so if I switch and drop. Ooh. There we go. Right, and we will set that to follow. Where's the thing? We don't need any hay yet. Finn, I'm not sure it's wise to keep poking the bear. Yeah, we'll get this on follow me going all the way back to the... So, these fields are not huge. Our vehicles are a little bit of overkill, I think. Yeah, I don't think we'll be getting a bigger combine or a bigger tractor. I think we've got about the largest size equipment we need. What is our combine doing? Oh, don't do that, please. No, please don't do that. Okay. Straighten up now. There we go. Unfortunately, you can't get the Land Rover on a modding site. It's the Land Rover Dakar mod from FS15. I have lowered it, removed a lot of the extras that were on it, and converted it to 17. I had it in 15. And I reskinned it with my new logo and everything for 17. It is one of my favourite things, and one of the things I like about it is it's nice and unique. You know, I know that this only my vids will have this Land Rover in, which sounds a little bit much, I know, but I like that. I like that it adds something that's unique to my videos. Combine and tractor are following. Excellent. That's a good question, Brian. It could be. I know that there are several modders working on once they want to get on console. Finn, I really should point out that he has modding powers in the chat. Thank you, George. There we go. Oh, combine's going to reverse into it. There we go. We'll get it out of the way. Right, this we need to take back the other way. Oh, so now we've got to turn around in this space and tip our canola out. And then we are going to get, while the 7840 is one of my all-time favourite tractors, I am about to get my favourite tractor in the game out for the next thing. It is tinged with a little bit of, oh, why does it have to be the heavy duty? But it's still a T7. Right, we'll go and park our Marshall up. Right, let's park this up and get the T7 out. So actually, this stream, I will have used every vehicle that I have. That's quite cool. That's an interesting bit of clipping. Now this is supposed to be a reskin. Right, can I reverse this in here and get our plough without destroying a load of equipment? Yes! Especially once I get it into transport position. 10? That's a lot of tractors. We farmed 2,500 acres and only had 5 or 6. Right, we'll go and plough the field that we have just done. Now, as I recall, ploughing, you should always have the tyre in towards the field. So we will give that a go. Probably should have fertilised this before we started, but right, so do that and switch it, because that is the wrong way. Now I might bring out our old friend Cosplay. There we go. Right, and move it over. Yeah. And we want to auto switch. There we go. Just to keep us on the straight and narrow. I do tend to apply the same rule as most other people do, Finn. Basically, the asking for it means that I don't tend to give it. Well, thank you for coming along, George. I hope you've enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll see you again. Cool. Oh, I think we were a little off track to begin with. We'll have to clear that up at the end. Oh, no, not transport position. I want to turn it. Turn the plough. I think we might need a little more headland. Otherwise, well, I might hit a tree. Yeah, that's working fine. Yeah, we were a little bit off to begin with, so we'll just keep that now. Go and up. I realised something that I've done wrong with this. I should have put a front weight on. I mean, the tractor's fairly big for this plough, which is good, but yeah, should probably have a front weight on this tractor. I think we've got a picture of the blue power doing stuff yet. Oh, thank you, Finn. That's very kind. Right, so we are... The only thing I have about ploughing is that it takes a while to do. I love that it's now a feature of the game that you have to do it every so often. Absolutely, Mark. I love that ploughing's now a part of the game, a meaningful part of the game, because that was the problem before, is it wasn't so much. And now, you know, having to do it in order to keep your yields up is quite cool. I really like that. No, let's line up, because that is not good. There we go. But it does take a long time to do, unless you get one of the really big ploughs, and then it's... Although I did very much like the look of that subsoiler that Dave was using today. I've kind of been ignoring it while it's been in beta on the mod hub. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, that's my backup trying to run. I don't have a steering wheel. Hello, Volvo. Hello, Volvo. I want to turn the plough. There we go. I don't have a steering wheel. I want a steering wheel. I very much want a steering wheel. I think, Finn, you might have mentioned that. I'm having a little bit of deja vu. It's, I was... because I'm doing headlands. So I'm trying to turn around in the field. As part of the realism. So I'll go back and I'll do those bits of the field. Or the headland bits of the field at the end. On fields where you have a lot of space to turn around. On the... okay. On fields where you have a lot of space to turn around, so like on Giant's default maps, you wouldn't do so much headland, but because I'm trying to keep off the grass and keep in the field, I'm putting the plow down at this point. And yeah, I will then go across and do the headlands at the end. And you use quite a bit of the headland. I don't know what that is, Volvo. But yeah, I leave a lot of the headland because you want to go back and forth and try not to drive over stuff you've already done. So you normally leave about 2 or 3 rows. I wasn't sure about the tyre dirt mod to begin with. But it seems to be... oh, I need to turn the plough. Seems to be a lot better now. That was a bit of a mouthful, Finn. That down. There we go. How far are we through this field? So in 3 minutes-ish, maybe a little bit more, we've got about a quarter of the way through this field? Yeah. Yay! Interestingly, Nightbot is meant to be in here. I haven't seen him. Which is, yeah. He should be about. Yes, I've turned that plough. That's alright, Finn. I'm enjoying the chatter. Even if my voice is going a little bit. Oh, thank you, Finn. What are we up to? 174. Nice. That's 20 subscribers this evening. That is my highest one-day subscribers ever. Thank you, Dave. That is for giving people a pointer towards me, because that is fantastic. I think we'll get this field ploughed before we finish. Yeah, it just comes from a it's one of those things that I've always seen growing up, Mark. It's normally, I've always seen people ploughing sort of leave 2 or 3, and it becomes clear at the end, really. Oh no, that is wrong. We need to turn the plough. Oh, thank you, Finn. I would recommend watching some of the videos as well. I try and keep them to sort of half an hour, but they're I do some cool stuff in those too. Or at least I think I do some cool stuff in those. But it's really the thing about streaming at the moment is finding a good spot to stream. I mean, part of the reason why I'm streaming tonight, as I think I might have mentioned before, is that Landy isn't. Which he said, you know, I don't have to do that. I don't need to do that. But you know, it's. I'm just getting to know him, and I want to be courteous. I will find a good time to stream that fits in with both, you know, people who want to watch and life. So, wow, Finn, your iPad really is showing lots of old messages. Right, so are we halfway through this field yet? Almost. If you're wondering why I cut out then, I was making sure that I wasn't going to sniff lots. And I didn't really want you guys to hear me doing that. So, yeah. That's the reason for the drop of sound before you worry too much. It can't play games. Any games in particular it's having struggle with, but you know what you should do, Finn. You want an Android tablet. I would love to do a streaming multiplayer. That my internet connection can just about do a stream. I think a streaming multiplayer would be absolutely insane. I think the only way I'd be able to do that would be if I was on a multiplayer with some of the other guys who were streaming, and I recorded it and released a video separately. Oh, it is. Okay. Good choice, Finn. I'm liking this. Sorry, I'm not an Apple fan. In case there are any in here. Yeah. Right, I'm just going to bring up the console for a moment because I want to take some screenshots. Which I haven't done yet. So, just while we have that. No, that's really not straight. Oh. Then I apologise, Josh. I tend to go on a rant every so often. I will refrain from doing so. I don't disagree with you, Finn. My laptop that I have is a Dell. My desktops I tend to build myself because, well, I'm a web developer by trade, so I know my way around a computer. But yeah, my laptop's a Dell. It's done me a good while, and it played 15 like a dream up until close to the end. But my desktop absolutely built myself, always. Partly because I built a 1.5-ish grand machine for about £600. Which, if you know the right bits, you know, you can do that. I think, and I've not got the GPS on. True. I'll give you that, but I know all the components in my machine. You know, I know the bits that I need to replace. But this is, I've only got a 750 Ti in this, I think. And I'm playing the game at full resolution. Unfortunately, obviously, I can't stream it at full resolution. But I can play the game at full resolution. That is a weird choice, Josh. I could understand a Windows phone with a Windows computer and everything, but that must give you compatibility nightmares. No, that's massively off. Ow! 1,600 on a Dell every year. Wow. I haven't replaced a computer every year since I was at university. And that was the time when stuff was moving really fast. Now I'm probably don't change it. I probably change my computer every 4 years. It's yeah, I don't need to upgrade that often. I think the last upgrade I did to this was to put a oh, that's a nice shot. As is that. Was to put an SSD in. And that made a world of difference. There we go. There's a load of screenshots. We'll use one of those for the stream. In fact, I'm thinking about it. My processor is only an i5 as well. It's one of the nice things about Farming Simulator is even the top spec for it, or to run everything at full, doesn't require a high-powered machine. In fact, yeah, the last time I did an upgrade on this for the video card was so that I could do full graphics on Star Trek Online, and I haven't played that in about 2 years. Finn, if somebody's telling you your computer is out of date with Google, they're pulling your leg, to be honest. Because the worst a computer can be out of date with Google is in the browser. And if that's the case, I would just upgrade the browser. You definitely don't need to upgrade a computer every year to keep it compatible with Google. How are we doing? We are... Wow, it's taken us about 15 minutes to do this. We may actually get 2 fields ploughed. We're certainly going to have a go at it. Turn that. $2,000. Sorry, wow, really? I haven't spent £2,000 on a computer in a decade. And that's both buying a brand new one from Dell. Hell, my laptop only cost $600. And that is now 4 years old. Admittedly, it probably needs replacing at this point. Oh, we missed that. But yeah. Yeah, the only reason, in all honesty, the only reason I could see possibly spending £1,600 to £2 on a computer each year would be to if you were playing the latest high-spec game. Then I could understand it. As I said, this is running on full everything, and it's a 2-year, probably a 4-year-old computer at this point. Certainly the processor will go a while yet. Where are we? We might not get another field done. Because we still have to do the headlands, and we still need to clear up a couple of messes I've made. And also I'm yammering a little bit. That's alright, we can get the other 2 fields done when we kick off tomorrow's stream. Give us something to do. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I used to change my computer every 2 years, and then I kind of started going, this is too expensive. And I can understand actually if you're not upgrading anything in the machine, why you might change every 2 years, but it still seems a little odd to me. Okay. There we go. Right, so now we're going to do the headlands. What we'll do is turn that 90 degrees. There we are. we are going to have a few bits to clean up where we have gone a little bit far into the field. There we are. Again, yeah, I can understand that. You want to keep it. You want to keep it virus free, but again, £2,000 machine shouldn't be required for that. I'd love to go. I would love to go and have a look on Dell's website and see what a £2,000 machine buys you. Because I bet it's not as much. Well, as I said, my machine I built a £600 machine, and it was, if I priced the same thing up on somewhere like Dell, you'd be talking about 1,200. You'd be talking about twice as much. Oop. Better not plough the other field. Right, we'll turn that. Yeah, we'll just catch these end bits. Yeah, I agree with you, Josh. I have a 3-monitor setup here. It's quite nice to be able to keep an eye on everything. Thank you, Mark. Turn 90 degrees again and move it over a bit, I think. Ooh. There we go. And yeah, that's about right. Yeah, we'll get this field finished, and that's probably where I think I'll end the stream. Because that will bring us just shy of 10 o'clock, I think. Now this headland, of course, I can't use GPS for. Thank you, Josh. Well, I try and apply what I know about farming to my gameplay. So if I can keep the harvest realistic and the ploughing realistic and things like that, then I try and do that. There are gaps in my knowledge. I don't know a lot about animal husbandry, so I don't know how close I get that to being right. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna have a few bits to clean up. Never mind. Alright. Probably not overly realistic actually to turn with a plough. Oh, what did I do there? I had the plough in the wrong position. No, I have. So on my middle screen, on my main screen, is where I have Farm Sim. Well, actually, strictly speaking, yes, it is on all 3 screens. But on my main screen, I have the actual game I'm playing. On my left screen, which is a smaller 4:3, that's where I've got that's where I'm monitoring OBS. So that has that shows me all of OBS's setup. And then on my right hand screen, which is another widescreen, I've got the chat, which is how I answer it before it appears on the stream. And I also have my own view of the stream on YouTube, which tells me the health of my stream and everything like that. Which actually seems to have been quite healthy. I'd take it hasn't really dropped out for anybody, which would be fantastic if it hasn't. But yeah, so I do have what I'm seeing on all three screens. But let's turn that off. But it's not playing across all three screens, if you see what I mean. Okay. So that is our field done. I think we will take this. Well, thank you, Mark. Yeah, I hope I don't take you down any wrong paths. So there we go. Right, let's take this and park it. We've left a few bits, but I'm not overly worried about those. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Phil. Oh, I want field 40, which is this way. There we go. That's driving better now. I kind of wish... I didn't know if... Is that wheel supposed to be on a ball, or... It doesn't turn anyway. So we're going to take this down to our next field. Oh, of course. Yeah. Cool. I have considered doing some of my setup on the laptop, just sort of maybe watching the stream from there. Or I'll tell you what we'll go and do. The last thing we'll do, as we have 2 minutes left, is we will unfurl this and plonk it down, and we'll go and get rid of the Balestacker. Well, thank you for being in the stream, Phil. Finn. I hope you I hope you've enjoyed it. I think you did, and maybe we'll see you in the next one. We are going to take this down to the shop and get rid of it, and that's where we will end. So we'll go in cab for this. There we go. I am intrigued to know if I put the... Whoa! Ah! So we will park this up. Oh. Selling this. This tractor is way too big to be doing that with. I think we might have the wide tyres on this tractor, and that's why it's clipping. 22,000, yeah, that we will take. Thank you very much. Let's just see. I think this is the wide tyres that's causing this issue. Oh no, we have the standard tyres. Wow. Okay. Right, so we'll just park this up here. And I'll go and take it back before the next stream. But at this point, I will say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this stream. Please like, share, and comment, especially if you're watching the archive. And if you're not already subscribed to Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel for the latest streams and and videos. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.